We begin tonight with the fall of Afghanistan. Right now, hundreds of people are trapped between U.S. forces trying to clear the airport and the Taliban militants outside. Good evening, I'm Mike Montecalvo.
And I'm Shannon Heggie. In his speech today, President Joe Biden addressed the images coming out of Afghanistan, calling them gut-wrenching. Many Afghans were so desperate to escape, they followed and held onto the wings of a U.S. military jet as it taxied off the runway. At least 7 people died in the chaos. And despite facing criticism from both sides of the aisle, President Biden is not reversing course. 12 News reporter Kim Kalunian has the latest from the commander-in-chief and how people are reacting. Kim?
Well, President Biden says staying in Afghanistan is not in the country's national security interests, nor is it what the American people want, arguing that endless military deployments are not the answer to protecting human rights.
I stand squarely behind my decision.
In his address to the nation Monday, President Joe Biden says the buck stops with him.
How many more lives, American lives, is it worth? How many endless rows of headstones at Arlington National Cemetery? I'm clear on my answer. I will not repeat the mistakes we've made in the past.
The president doubling down on the withdrawal of American troops from Afghanistan, admitting the Taliban takeover happened faster than anticipated, leaving people desperately scrambling to get out of the country.
It's just heartbreaking, and I think a lot more thought should have gone into this.
Gold Star mom Carol McKenna did not want to show her face on camera. Her son, Sergeant Andrew McKenna, died serving in Afghanistan in 2015. Her criticism of the administration's execution of the drawdown was echoed by Democrats.
The withdrawal is a disaster.
And Republicans. The RNC saying Monday, Joe Biden's disastrous foreign policy failure has led to total chaos in Afghanistan, and it will define his presidency. But during his speech on Monday, Biden reminded Americans that he inherited former President Donald Trump's agreement to pull U.S. forces out of Afghanistan by May 1st.
The choice I had to make as your president was either to follow through on that agreement or be prepared to go back to fighting the Taliban.
Trump responded shortly after in a statement saying, "It's not that we left Afghanistan, it's the grossly incompetent way we left." The U.S. is deploying 6,000 troops to Afghanistan to help evacuate thousands of U.S. citizens, allied civilians, and other vulnerable Afghans. Meanwhile, a bipartisan group of 47 U.S. senators, including Ed Markey and Jack Reed, called on the president to prioritize the protection of female Afghan leaders. In studio, I'm Kim Kalunian, 12 News.